Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Hollow Knight. Yeah, Hollow Knight. So, here we are with part number 2, and in this part we're going to be battling our first boss. So I'm going to explain a little bit how this boss battle is going to go. This guy may look big, hard, in charge, whatever, but he is not. He is a little tiny weenie maggot dude who, you can kind of sympathize with for not wanting to be a slave, wanting to be powerful. We can all sympathize with that. But he tries to beat us up, so we can't have none of that. We got to take him out. So that's what we're gonna go do. Yeah, you can explore this game. Okay, I'm gonna go unlock something quick. Yeah. So this game's a little bit like Dark Souls in terms of the fact that enemies, unless they're the small enemies, don't respawn unless you sit on a bench. So if you kill these guys, they mostly stay dead, except the small ones. That's the entrance into Crystal Peak, and if we ever want to be able to get through from the other side, we gotta unlock this door. So that's what I'm doing there. We could also go save a grub if you guys want to go save a grub before we battle the False Knight, but I generally think it's... You know what, I'll do it on the way to Gruz's mother after... Yeah, I can do it then. That works. There's some annoying enemies, so I'll do it later. Okay, as I was saying, False Knight. So the False Knight is a dude who's got some armor on, and they kind of... One of the nice things about this game is they kind of prep you for what you're going to deal with by fighting an enemy in advance. This enemy is also one of those guys who does double damage. I will say this now, I will say this once, and I will say this 1,000 times probably throughout this thing. Double damage is not fair, okay? We worked so hard to get some mass pieces, and it's not like Metroid where you start out with, such a small amount of health, and then you get a ton of health, and everything gets better, and it's not like that, okay? This game, you start out with 5 mass pieces for health, and if you're lucky by the end of it, and we're not using charms, you have 9 mass pieces, okay? So your health is only going up here by 80% throughout the entire game, which is not a lot, okay? It is not Metroid where you're, going up by 1,400%. This is Hollow Knight, where you're only going up a small amount throughout the game. But they give you the right charm combos throughout the game, mostly to make this kind of work if you know what you're doing. Because you want to get the right charms so that you have an easy time with this game. And I'll show you how to cheese a few of the dream bosses too, because I am an expert on cheesing them. Well, rather, I'm an enthusiast for cheesing them. Okay, this is the battleground for our first guy. Practice up on these guys. Anyway, as I was saying, before we get into this battle, they kind of prep you before you fight this guy by showing you the giant guy who does double damage, which is unfair, on how this kind of fight's going to go. As I said, this guy looks large and in charge, but you just got to slash him a few times, and you'll see he's not. He reels back heavily whenever he's about to swing, so you can see that. Dodge it or don't if you don't want to, because he doesn't do that much damage. It's not double damage, okay? You can handle this, guys, okay? And when he jumps and doesn't do it, this is also a great time to heal right here. So heal up whenever he's down. If you need to heal up, you probably won't, because you probably dodged those attacks when I was saying how easy it was to dodge them. Anyway, you can also hit him with these things. You can hit them out of midair. As I said, this boss battle is not very challenging. So when you first don't know the controls, I feel like this guy being so big and powerful makes him really intimidating and, all that kind of stuff. But it's really just a matter of swinging at him. Continuing to hit him and just wait to heal till after a phase. We can also face tank him at this point because he's basically dead. So we can just finish that off like so. We can heal up right now. And, yeah, it's not a very tough boss battle. This is really not that bad. Now, he'll jump to the center. He'll do one last round of attacks. We can just stand over here to the side where we're fine. And he's dead. Yeah, on my first playthrough, I didn't have the easiest time with this guy. I had a bit of a tough time. It took me a few tries to get a handle on it, because these controls are not always that easy. But once you get a hang for how the game works, these first 2 bosses are pretty easy once you get a hang for it. I also like how his staff walks away here in a minute. I always think that's funny. But if you defeat him here, you can get yourself a large number of Geo, and that's pretty nice. Seriously, that staff walks away, see it? So yeah, the False Knight's not really big and tough, but somehow he is able to lift all that armor, so, good for him. He tried his best, but his best just wasn't good enough. Always remember that, kids. So here we got some torches. We're going to go see the shaman, who's going to give us our first spell, and also Rufius here. You know? This is basically how this spell goes. So that's just great, buddy, you know? So we'll take this bench quickly, where we're going to update our map. Now you can see the map. See? It's all filling itself out. That's just great. Ooh, who is that creeping out of the darkness? My, you're looking grim. A strange, empty face and a wicked-looking weapon. Something important has drawn you down to Hollowness Corpse, but I won't ask what. Perhaps the reason you found me is because you need my help. Okay, I can't decide on what voice I'm doing. Say no more, friend. I'm going to give you a gift, a nasty little spell, of my own creation. It's just perfect for a little one like you. Oh ho ho! Yeah, he has some pretty hilarious voice acting in this game. Not just my hilarious voice acting of him, but, yeah. This guy is funny. Yeah, their false speech in this game is pretty hilarious. The guy will say like 2 words for every bit of dialogue, and it's always funny for whichever character. 2 words, and then you read what they're saying. So yeah, this guy's asleep. He gave us a spell of fire, which I won't show off for little bits here till we need to beat the mini boss of this area. But he kind of just locked us in this room, which is great. You know, he gives us a spell, but then he puts us to work. So these real little roly-poly dudes, who we're going to encounter again in the Coliseum later, they're annoying, you know, particularly when they take 3 slashes to kill. We're going to upgrade our nail pretty quick in this game, because you'll see that it's really valuable to have an upgraded nail. So I'm going to show that off soon enough, as soon as we can get our way over to the nailsmith, which will just be great. This guy ran me over. See, that's why I don't like these guys. Now that we have a fire spell, we can shoot fire, okay? Pretty straightforward. But it costs us soul to use. Soul is the same thing you use to heal, though, okay? So you kind of have to then make a call between using magic and using healing, okay? So you want to not get hit too much, like I'm showing, you know, I'm showing what not to do on that one. It's sad not having my my charm yet. The one that draws in money. I really like that charm. Yeah, that's one of my favorite charms. Now I know people say it's useless, but it's really not. You don't even have to kill this guy; he'll roll into the spikes. Yeah, we'll buy that charm from Sly in a bit here. So that's an option. Yeah, if you go this way, we can get a refill on some soul. We can also get ourselves some good old-fashioned spider blood, some spider life blood. So that's nice. You can heal up as much as you want because you're going to be able to get some soul over here from the statue. Oh, man, I got hit twice there. That's just ridiculous. Now I'm like out of soul. Man. Anyway, the mechanics of this game are pretty straightforward on how it works. It's just a lot of fun once you get into it. It's fun to hack and slash things close up. It's got fun combat. The platforming's pretty fun up until the BS part that is the White Palace. Okay, I have complaints about the White Palace. I'm going to voice them right now, and a lot of people are not going to know what I'm talking about, but I'm still going to explain it anyway. The White Palace, okay, fine, maybe I won't explain it yet. I'll explain this boss first. So, oh man, I forgot to refill my soul. Aren't I a dingus? Okay. I came into this ill-prepared because I was thinking about the White Palace. Ow. Okay, I'm dying here. I'm dying. Dying bad. Okay, let's see if we can salvage this. Oh, man, I forgot to refill my soul. Oh, that was just stupid. Okay, now I'm down to 1 health. That's just great. I meant to use the statue to refill my soul, but then I got thinking about the White Palace and lost my focus. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, there you are. I was watching over you while you slept, and must have slipped away from myself. I woke up and found you disappeared. You are a surprising one. Oh ho ho. Actually, I wanted to talk to you about a small favor. You see, there is a certain creature lurking above us, in the heart of this temple. Oh ho ho. Well, you have another surprise. You have slain the creature before I've even asked. I scarcely deserve such a friend as you. You're a marvel. Oh ho ho. And look, the gate between us has opened. Oh ho ho. I'm sure you're eager to move on. Farewell and have faith. Whenever you are seeking, it will find you. Oh ho ho. Okay, thanks a lot, buddy, for, putting me to work. But thanks for the fire spell, I needed that. Okay, so, though, we're going to switch to Soul Catcher now, which is the right thing to do. And we can consider picking up that Geo Charm I was thinking of. Let's see if we got enough money. We do, so that's an option. And we could always go see the Grub Daddy, see what he's up to. It's a decent option. Why don't we, well, we'll go grab a little money from him, and we'll swing back to go get Sly. After that, nah, we don't need his money yet. We can just go this way. Yeah, okay, making up my mind. Giving you guys a little extra time than I planned to. That's just me, the generous one. Ow, my face! Okay, as I showed on the mini-boss there, that fight is actually pretty easy, but I just messed it up a lot by not getting my soul. I plan to get some soul. Because you need 4 hits to kill the guy, and I didn't bother to do that. Man, am I a dingus. I just got distracted thinking about the White Palace. My god, I hate the White Palace. The reason I dislike the White Palace is because I think it's unfair compared to the rest of the game. Now, I know some people who like Super Meat Boy will be all like, but the White Palace is the best part of the game. I love it, and the Path of Pain, and some stuff like that, you know? And it's just like, okay, people. Whatever, you know? If you want to love that part of the game, you know, you're allowed to. It's just, it's not my favorite because I feel like the game should be mostly about the combat features, not so much all this other stuff. So, that might just be me. Alrighty. There's actually some Geo up here, so we should kill this guy. These guys take 4 hits to kill, so count them down with me. We're at 3. Oh, man, this guy's ambushing me from the side. I'm gonna kill you too. And you, little guys. See, I'm getting owned by some of these guys. It's unfair. Okay. Yeah, well, I guess maybe the commentary is just distracting me a little bit. Alrighty, that's fine. That is fine. We're going to get some more mask pieces soon enough. I get me some extra masks early compared to what most people do because I think safety is always number one. Number one priority. So, Gruz's mother. Actually, I shouldn't be going this way if I want to go see her. God dang it. Oh. Let's grab some soul here. And I'll probably do that in the next part. So, yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay. Since we haven't unlocked the path over here yet, there's not really a point in going to see Sly until we're ready to beat the Gruz Mother. We need to be prepared for that, so we're just going to do that. And yeah, it's going to be some fun. Fun on the bun. Okay. So, thank you guys for watching another part as we defeated our first boss and mini-boss. And I'll see you guys next time with the next video. Stay tuned, and I will see you all later.